Hey everybody, this is Chris, and in this video I want to take a look at a clip from Benedict Cumberbatch, who's obviously a very famous British actor. He plays Sherlock Holmes in the series Sherlock, and he's been in a lot of movies as well. This clip is from him reading out a letter. This letter was written by somebody serving in Africa in the Second World War, and he's writing to his lover. They wrote more than 400 letters to each other. The man is called Chris, just like me, and the woman he's writing to is called Bessie. So let's have a look at this clip and see what we can learn about his British accent together.
29th of January, 1945. My dearest one, I've just heard the news that all the army men who were held POW are to return to their homes. Because of the shipping situation, we may not commence to go before the end of February, but can probably count on being in England sometime in March.
So here he's saying a lot of different months. At the beginning he says January. This is actually his own pronunciation of this word. Some people might say January, but he says January. And also February. He says February. So a lot of people would shorten it like this. Also, listen to the way he says March. He uses this long R sound, which is very particular to British English, and it's one of the sounds that you need to get right if you're learning the British accent.
It may be sooner. It has made me very warm inside.
He said this has made him very warm inside. Listen to the way he says warm, or this long vowel sound that you get in British in standard received pronunciation. Warm. He says warm inside.
Terrific. Wonderful. Shattering.
So he uses the words terrific and wonderful. You'll notice that British people actually use these kind of words quite a lot. Words like wonderful, excellent, and terrific. We like to use a lot of exaggerated words like this.
I don't know what to say, and I cannot think. The delay is nothing. The decision is everything. I must spend the first days at home.
Okay, so he uses the word first here. First days. So this is another important sound in British accent. The first days. You'll also hear it in words like her and shirt and so on. So he says the first days. He's talking about when he goes back to Britain. The first days he wants to spend at home.
I must consider giving a party somewhere. Above all, I must be with you.
Party. So there's that R sound again. Party. Can you say it like that?
I must warm you, surround you, love you, and be kind to you.
There's something very British about the way he says love here. Love you. Love. Love. Love.
I would prefer not to get married, but want you to agree on the point. In battle, I was afraid.
It's interesting the way he says battle. So you might know that in the British accent we like to pronounce a lot of the T's. So some people might say battle, saying the T sound. He doesn't go as far as to use the American English battle, like that. But he says something like battle. So he's basically putting his tongue up to the top of his mouth and then breathing out through his mouth. Battle, like that.
For you, for my mother, for myself. Wait we must, my love and my darling.
He says, wait, we must. So notice that he doesn't pronounce the T on the end of this word. He doesn't say, wait, we must. It's wait, we must. Wait. So the glottis in your throat tightens up when you say this. Wait, we must. Wait, we must.
Let us meet.
So in let us meet. So he says the T here. So let us meet. These two words join together. They connect together. Let us. Not let us meet, but let us meet.
Let us be, let us know, but do not let us now make any mistakes. How good for us to see each other before I am completely bald.
So he says, we can meet before I am bald. Bald means that you have no hair. And it's got two very important sounds, the or vowel sound followed by the dark L, the ooh sound. The tongue stays at the top of your mouth here, ooh, while you say this sound. It's not bald, it's bald, bald. So he's not bald yet, but he may be soon.
Some fine little wisps of hair on the top of my head.
So he says he has wisps of hair on his head. This means little bits of hair, little strands of hair on his head.
It's not much good me trying to write about recent experiences now that I know I should be able to tell you everything myself within such a short time. What I have my eye on now is the first letter from you saying that you know I am all right, and the next saying you know I am coming to you.
Okay, so he says what I have my eye on. So he uses the very British O sound here. What. But he doesn't say the T sound. He says what, like that. What I'm looking forward to. What?
Plan a week somewhere, not Boscombe or Bournemouth, and think of being together. The glory of you. I hope that you will not start buying any clothes, if you have any coupons left, because you think you must look nice for me.
So he talks about coupons. So these are pieces of paper that you use to buy something. This is during the Second World War. There were limited supplies of everything. People had to use little bits of paper, little coupons to buy food or clothes because there wasn't enough for everybody.
Just carry on as near as possible to normal. I shall tell my family I hope to spend a week away with you somewhere during my leave. My counsel to you is to tell as few people as possible.
So what is counsel? My counsel to you. This means my advice to you or my suggestion to you. This is a very old-fashioned word as well. We don't use this one so much nowadays.
Avoid preening yourself and saying much. That is my advice, not anything but that.
So he says, avoid preening yourself. What does this mean? Preening means spending time getting ready for something. He means don't make an effort to look good for me when I come.
I hope you understand. I do not ever want it to be anything but our affair.
He says, our affair. So this is a very British pronunciation of our. So some people would say our affair, but you can also say our. This is a very kind of a posh pronunciation. Our. And in affair, you have the long diphthong sound, air. So this is particular to British English. You don't get this in American English. In American English, it would be something like affair. But in the British accent, affair.
Do not permit any intrusion. I don't know how long leave I shall get. I could get as little as 14 days, and I may get as much as a month. I'm wondering how I shall tell you I'm in England. Probably it's still quicker to send a telegram than a letter.
So he talks about a telegram. This is another very old-fashioned word. It means a message sent by wire. So in the old days, they didn't have phones or computers. People had to send letters or telegram. Telegram is faster.
And I hope to send you one announcing that I am on the same island. I will send another one. I'm actually soon to get on the London-bound train, and you can ring Lee Green 0509 when you think I have arrived there. It's a strange thing because I cannot seem to get going and write very freely. All I'm thinking about is I am going home. I am going to see her. It's a fact, a real thing. An impending event like Shrove Tuesday, Christmas Day, or the Lord Mayor's banquet. You have to be abroad. You have to be hermetically sealed off from your intimates, from your home, to realize what a gift this going home is.
So he says he's hermetically sealed off. That means he's tightly closed off. He's far away from anything because he's been serving in Africa a long way away.
The few letters of yours that I had on me, I burned the day previous to our surrender.
Now notice how here he says letters. He pronounces the T in the middle of this word. Letters. He doesn't say letters like some people might in a slangy pronunciation. He says letters. The few letters. Also, it's got this at the end. It's not letters, it's letters, this schwa sound at the end.
So no one but myself has read your words. It is a pity that the winter weather will not be kind to us out of doors. But it will be nice sitting next to you in the pictures, no matter what may be on the screen.
So he says, it will be nice sitting next to you in the pictures. What does the pictures mean? Another really old phrase that we don't use nowadays. It's old-fashioned. It means in the cinema or in the movie theater, watching a movie outside the house.
It'll be grand to know we have each other's support and sympathy.
Say, it will be grand. So this means it will be very good. Another old phrase. And notice the way he says, grand. This is not like the the much wider-mouthed in the American accent. In the American accent, it might be something like grand. It'd have this sound. But in the British accent, it's more like shorter like that. Grand.
Would it be wonderful to be together?
Okay, there's that word again, wonderful. British people, especially middle class and upper class English speakers, often like to use words like this: wonderful, lovely, terrific. Have you heard words like this?
Really together in the flesh. Not just to know that a letter is all we can send. I love you.
Yeah, again, it's very British about the way he says, I love you. I love you, right? It's showing a lot of the characteristics of his accent, and he's really acting out this reading here. He's not just reading it, he's showing his acting skills as well. I think he's doing a really good performance.
Chris.
And he has the same name as me, Chris, which is a nice surprise at the end there. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful to hear some tips on the British accent from Benedict Cumberbatch. If you want to learn more about the British accent, about the sounds and how to say full sentences, just click on the link below this video. You can sign up and you can receive my free accent mini course to help you to improve your pronunciation. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe for more video updates. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. So that's all for now, and see you in the next one.